Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse does not understand Spider-Man, which is weird because the last film, Into the Spider-Verse, understood the character perfectly. It was a wild remix of a story we knew and introduced all these wonky versions of the characters, but did it in a way that showed what truly made Spider-Man special. He can be anyone, provided that they have spider powers. All of that unravels in Across the Spider-Verse when they expand exponentially to include all the Spider-Mans we've ever known. They make Spider-Man out to be the center of the universe. They show how the whole city falls apart without him. Bruh, he's supposed to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's not the linchpin holding the world together. This isn't the Avengers. He's supposed to be kind of a mess. The whole point of the character is that he's relatable, which is why, even in this movie, Miles is the best. I love him.
I'm not going through puberty. I did, but I'm done. I'm a man.
But to say that Spider-Man is defined by his canon events, and without that none of them would be Spider-Man, is just wrong. And you even said so in the last movie.
Anyone can wear the mask. You could wear the mask.
Spider-Man could be a pig or a robot. It doesn't matter, because it's an idea to do the best we can, even when it's hard. Yes, I know, this is part 1. We've only seen half the story, and duh, Miles will figure out that being Spider-Man is more than the tragic moments and all that. But you're gonna tell me every Spider-Man I've ever known, every comic, TV show, video game, and movie, all rally behind this guy? They're all on board with this? The trailers couldn't even hide that this guy's a villain. How am I supposed to believe that none of them could figure that out? I get that dramaturgically, it makes sense for the story to have a reveal and betrayal, and all the references are fun, they are. But they've forgotten all the history of those characters in telling that story. And if you know those characters, it's fucking confusing. It suggests the inclusion of all the Spider-Mans from all the Spider-Mans. But are they those Spider-Mans, or are they just this movie's version of those Spider-Mans? Like we see PlayStation Spider-Man as the video game, but then we also see him as the Spider-Man. And that's cool, it's fun, but what happens when the people that know Miles see this?
I'm New York's only Spider-Man.
No? It's just a reference? Okay, fine. But then the live action Spider-Mans are brought up and it's like, is this the same universe as that? They already crossed over. Are those like the 3 real people and then all the other universes are cartoons? Is Tom Holland Earth 199999? They call themselves 616, but so does this guy. And if anyone can show up, what about the alternate versions of the alternate versions? There's this Noir, there's this one, this one. Is this the Spider-Man 2099? The only 2099? Or can you just go find this one? He was way better. Sure, who gives a shit? Just watch the movie. I want to, but I can't. I know too much, and it's tying my brain into a knot. I'm thinking when I should be experiencing. But whatever, the point is, they're not just background characters. I know those Spider-Mans, and in this movie, they all let me down, other than Miles. Don't get me wrong, it's a pretty good movie. I love the story it tells about loneliness, maintaining friendships as you grow up, and the importance of a community. The animation is even more insane, and you should go see it in a theater. But I have a lot of love for Spider-Man and the meaning behind the character. And on that front, Across the Spider-Verse left me disappointed. But maybe that feeling's okay. We don't have the complete story yet. Maybe the Spider-Mans all just think they found their band, and in finding the only group of people the same as them, they forgot what made them different. I hope that when Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out, they knew exactly what they were doing, and it ties it all together beautifully. But as its own movie, it misses the point of what makes Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And it makes all the Spider-Mans miss that too. Being Spider-Man isn't about losing a loved one in your arms. It's about a life of ups and downs, and the greatness we find in ourselves when we overcome those challenges. This list of specific events isn't the journey to becoming Spider-Man. It's the journey of Peter Parker. I hope that Miles and any kid watching this movie learns that they can be the Spider-Man of their own story, because that's a lesson I learned growing up with those guys in the background.
You know one of the greatest things about Spider-Man's outfit? He is completely covered. So any kid could imagine he's Spider-Man because no color of the skin shows. He could belong to any race, making him so that he could be anybody under that costume.
Hey!